I know you've got a goal. I know what you want to achieve, but you've got to take your eyes off of the finish line so you can focus on actually getting there. Listen, I know we all have goals. We have things we want to achieve. We have places we want to go. And for some reason, we just get fixated on it. Like we stare at that finish line, that goal. I want to lose 30 pounds. I want to lift X weight. I want to be in that corner office. And that's all we look at. And a lot of times when we do that, we get demotivated. We lose track. We give up. We quit because where we are today is a long ways from where we're trying to go. And we can't help but stare at that gap. And the one thing that happens is when we start that pursuit, maybe we miss that mark. Maybe we never actually lift that weight. We never finish that race. We never get to that corner office. And what we fail to do in that moment is remember how much we actually did, how much progress we made, who we became in that process. And so what I want to challenge you with today is a new activity that may help you get to your goal a little faster. And it's sure going to get you there with a lot more gratitude for who you become in that process. What is your goal? If you haven't written it down yet, it's not a reality. So take a minute and actually write down what you're trying to do, where you're trying to go, what you're trying to create. Put it on a sticky note, draw it on your whiteboard, put it somewhere and mark it, leave it there. Then get your eyes off of it. I want you to spend every day writing down 5 things to kick off the day. And your goal isn't one of them. You're going to write down 5 things every single morning, and it's not going to be your goal. You're going to write down 1, how you plan to show up that day. Do you plan to show up as someone focused, someone disciplined, someone looking to be patient, someone that's willing to love others? How do you want to show up today? Confident, mindful, gritty. Tell yourself how you're going to show up that day. Tell yourself how you're going to practice every interaction, every action, every effort you have that day. That's the first thing you're going to write down. It's how you're going to show up today. The second thing you're going to write down is actually steps 2, 3, and 4. So 3 things that you're going to achieve this day. So 3 things you're going to do to make progress for your goal. If your goal is lifting weights, I guess your 3 things should be make sure I get in the gym, make sure I'm eating properly, and get 8 hours of sleep. Lift as best I can in my workout. Eat as clean as I can throughout the day and make sure I get to bed on time so I can get up in the morning and get after the next day. If your goal is to build in your career, then the 3 things need to be spend time building my skill set, invest time to date networking with people in my office and my industry, make some posts on social media like LinkedIn, build your brand awareness. Every one of us have a different 3 things we need to achieve each and every day, but you got to get moving on it. See, if you're trying to be an Olympic weightlifter, you're not staring at making the Olympics. You're focused on what your lifts are going to be like that day in training, what you're going to consume in your body, how much rest and recovery you're going to get. Eyes off the finish line to focus on what you're going to do today. So first thing we're writing down is how we want to show up today. What is our intention for how we want to show up today? Steps 2, 3, and 4, we're going to write down the 3 things we're going to achieve that day. And guess what? If we get all 3, that day's a win. Give you that W. If you don't, sorry, you got to take an L for the day, but that's okay. An L should motivate you to get up and get after it again the next day. Now, finally, 5th, number 5, the final thing you're going to write down every day, something you're grateful for. That whole practice of gratitude. You don't have to sit. You don't have to meditate. You don't have to sing Kumbaya. You don't have to write Dear Diary. You just need to write down one thing you're thankful for. Maybe it's this hot, sunny Texas weather we've got right now in February. Maybe it's the fact that right now, I'm recording this, yet my girl boxer Sugar is hanging out at my feet, rolling on her back, trying to get my attention. I'm grateful for those moments because I miss her big brother Huck, but I'm still grateful I get to spend time with her and how much love she has. See, we all have something we need to be grateful for every day. And so the practice of setting our intention for the day, the practice of setting and writing down what our process is for the day, and the practice of gratitude makes us grateful for every step along the journey. Because here's the deal. Every goal you set, you will not reach. Every endeavor you try to conquer, you will not win. We do not go perfect in life. And a lot of times, if we put so much emphasis on that finish line, on where we're trying to go and what we're trying to do, when we fall short, When we miss that mark that inevitably is going to happen, we give up altogether. We discredit how much work we put in prior, how much we came and built to get to this point. We forget what we were grateful for and who we've become in that process. See, it doesn't happen when we practice gratitude along the way, when we focus on how we're going to show up today. And instead of worrying about that finish line, we focus on what steps I'm taking today to get closer to it. Get your eyes off of where you're going. Look down at your feet and figure out how you're going to make a move today to get closer to it. I'm cheering for you. Go win your day, competitor.